Interviews are the fundamental element of documentary filmmaking, serving multiple purposes that enhance the storytelling process. Here's a look at some of the most common interview styles that you'll see in some of your favourite documentaries. Right, let's take a look. Number 1, the traditional interview. The traditional interview is one of the most standard and widely used interview styles. You see it on documentaries and news. In this setup, the subject usually sits down and faces just off camera. The setting is typically controlled, although not always. The key features of this are that it's structured with predetermined questions and that the interviewee looks slightly off camera at the interviewer. This style is ideal for capturing direct, informative responses and is often used when the subject matter requires clarity and focus. Next is a personal favourite of mine, the interrotron interview. Pioneered by the filmmaker Errol Morris, the interrotron is a unique interview technique where the interviewer and the interviewee are able to see each other through a kind of teleprompter-like device. This setup makes it seem as if the interviewee is looking right at the audience or right into the barrel of the lens. A little bit like how I'm doing right now. There are many different ways that this can be done though. One that I've had experience in myself is using something called a VoxBox Pro, which doesn't utilise a teleprompter-like device, but rather a bit of beam splitter glass and a mirror, both placed at 45 degrees away from the lens. This allows the director to sit next to the camera, look through the device and see the interviewee, and vice versa for the interviewee. The key features of this one is that you've got direct eye contact with the camera, thus the audience as well, and it creates an intimate and engaging kind of feeling where other interview techniques might struggle to get this. The interrotron interview is designed to create a personal and direct relationship between the subject and the audience, which may enhance the emotional impact of the interview. Number 3, the conversational interview. The conversational interview style is a style that usually mimics a natural dialogue between the interviewee and the interviewer. It's less structured than the standard interview and allows for spontaneous interactions. The key features of this is that it can be informal and have a kind of fluid conversation. This may include back and forth dialogue, and it encourages organic and unrehearsed responses. It's often, but not always, filmed in a sort of relaxed setting as well. This style is effective for capturing genuine reactions and responses and personal stories, making the content feel more relatable and authentic. The key thing here is that neither the subject or the interviewer hold a dominant position in the context of the documentary, unlike our next interview style. Next is the host and interviewee interview. In this style, the host guides the documentary and conducts the interviews with various subjects. The host is seen and is an integral part of the narrative, providing context, commentary, and transitions between interviews. The key features of this is that the host interacts directly with the interviewees. The host's presence and personality really adds to the documentary's aesthetic and tone. It combines the interview's footage with the host's narration and commentary. This approach is often used in investigative documentaries for those with a strong narrative and voice, where the host's perspective and involvement is a crucial part of the storytelling. An example of this might be Piers Morgan's documentaries or even Louis Theroux. Number 5, the in-the-moment interview. The in-the-moment interview is a style of interview that captures the subjects in their natural environment. It's often during real-time events, and you'll often see a lot of handheld work with this one. The approach is spontaneous and less controlled, providing an authentic and immersive experience. The key features of this one are that it's conducted during ongoing events or activities, it's spontaneous and unscripted, it captures genuine and real-time reactions and interactions, and it often includes background action and environmental sounds. This style is particularly effective in documentaries that aim to portray real-life scenarios as they unfold, giving the audience a sense of them being present in that particular moment with the subjects. In conclusion, each interview style in a documentary serves a different narrative purpose. The choice depends on the documentary's goals, the nature of the content, and the desired viewer experience. Understanding these styles can help filmmakers create engaging and compelling narratives. What's up everyone, thank you so much for watching that video. Please do consider dropping it a like. It lets the YouTube algorithm know to put this in front of more eyes. Comment if you've got any questions or queries about anything you saw in the video. And finally subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all of my future uploads. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.